What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, bringing you guys our Week 2 team builder in PGL, the Pokemon Global League. Your Detroit Type Nulls are taking on Coach Rewt and the New Jersey Brobats. If you guys are excited, at the end of this video, if you enjoyed, make sure you guys show some love. And if you guys are ready for the second win of the season, get ready because we're going to talk about this Heat squad that we've got. It's a hard matchup, but I definitely think we got the guns. Bring into this battle. We got the goods. We got something. I don't know. Cue the intro. So this matchup I think is really cool because we're bringing one of the Pokemon that I feel really excel the way that our team builds. But before I start going into my team, you guys are going to start to see Rewt's team appear on screen right about now. You guys, he has the Mega Altaria Dragon Fairy type with the Pixelate ability. It's pretty cool. It can be ran physically bulky. It can be run specially bulky. It can be run physically offensive. It can be run physically defensive. It can set up with agility and be special. Set up a Dragon Dance. It can be mixed. It's a really, really cool Pokemon. It does have access to Defog, Heal Bell, and Refresh. He's got the Araquanid, which is a pretty specially bulky Pokemon. It has access to Sticky Webs. It hits really hard with moves like Water Bubble, has reliable recovery and Leech Life. Things along those lines. The Cobalion, one of my favorite Pokemon in League format. Super fast, 108 base speed. It can set up rocks. It's got pivot momentum with Volt Switch. It can set up with close combat. I guess, kind of. It not sets up. It gets defense and special defense drops. But it gets close combat. It can set up a Swords Dance, Rock Polish, Calm Mind, all that good stuff. Cresselia, super bulky, especially defensive and physically defensive Pokemon. I mean, got the levitate ability. It's so thick and hard to take down. It's just oh my goodness. Dodrio, very fast Pokemon with 110 base speed. Normal flying type Pokemon gets, I don't believe Dodrio gets defog, but Brave Bird, return, jump kick, all that fun stuff. Drapion, I definitely think Drapion's going to show up. Got poison dark typing. It's probably one of his best answers or best responses to Blacephalon. But it can, I believe it gets T-Spikes if I'm not mistaken. It does get T-Spikes. It gets Knockoff. It does not get Sucker Punch, but it does get Pursuit. It gets Knockoff, no Sucker Punch, but it does get Pursuit. Poison Jab, it gets a few other niche moves as well. He's got the Jolteon, super fast, 130 base speed with Volt Absorb and Quick Feet. I could definitely see Jolteon coming. I don't know how well Jolteon's going to show up because we get a lot of special bulk on our team. Komala, I could definitely see coming like an AV Komala set. It does get the Rapid Spin. It can Wish Pass. It does get Priority and Sucker Punch as well. Sandslash is a spinner. Pretty bulky defensive Pokemon. One of the few Pokemon on his team that doesn't get OHKO'd by Mega Mawile. He's got the Superior, which is always a problem. Super fast, 113 with Contrary and Leaf Storm. It can just start boosting its own special attack and just goes from there. Gets access to Defog. Gets access to Glare as well for speed control. And then, of course, Victini. Fire Psychic type Pokemon with Victory Star, boosting the accuracy of moves, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah? Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's what it is. Pretty sure Victory Star boosts the base sounders across the board. Hits so very, very hard with a V-Create. But some things to note on his team as far as hazards go. He has Rockers in the form of Cobalion and Sandslash, a T-Spike in the form of Drapion, and a Web user in the form of Araquanid. 2 spinners in the form of Sandslash and Komala, 2 defoggers in the form of Altaria and Superior. He's got a Heal Bell in the form of Mega Altaria and Jolteon, and then Lunar Dance user, he actually has Cresselia. So let's go ahead and talk about the team here. First up, we have big boy manly Regirock. Regirock has that clear body ability with the Assault Vest. The 4 attacks we're rocking this week are Stone Edge, Fire Punch, Earthquake, and Counter. 236 in HP, 132 EVs in attack, 68 EVs in defense, 68 EVs in special defense, and 4 EVs in speed with an Impish nature, boosting that defense stat and decreasing that special attack stat. This set is made to take on a lot of things. The attack stat is for a regular, like, banded Victini. We OHKO with Stone Edge after rocks. The 236 in HP with the 68 in defense allow us to take physical hits from things like the Cobalion, from the Dodrio, from the Drapion, from the Komala, and Victini, of course. The 68 in special defense and the 236 in HP with the Assault Vest allow us to kind of sponge hits from Jolteon a little bit better, sponge special hits from things like Mega Altaria. Mega Altaria is the special variety. And we do also take a Leaf Storm from Superior with this set as well, 4 in speed, just to not let the EVs go to waste. The Stone Edge on there, Stone Edge hits the Araquanid so very hard. It hits Mega Altaria pretty hard. It's Dodrio. I mean, Jolteon, if it's not a resist, it hits it pretty hard. I mean, Regirock's got a pretty nice base 100 attack stat with Stone Edge coming off. Fire Punch is really nice for things like the Superior. Earthquake is there. Earthquake obviously helps with Jolteon and Cobalion. And then counter is really nice too because Araquanid can try to go for a liquidation against us. And counter is the same thing. It's pretty much the same tech as week 1 against the Mega Charizard. Counter can do a lot of damage to Mega Altaria. We can take a +2 return, I want to say, for Mega Altaria. I got to double check my calc. Either a +1 or +2 return, but then we just turn around and one-shot it with counter. Same thing with Araquanid. If Araquanid feels pretty comfortable clicking liquidation against us, we just click counter into Stone Edge and just knock it out. So that's a pretty cool set in my opinion. Like I said, Earthquake and Fire Punch are there just to kind of help out with some other threats. Next up here, we have the win con for this week. I definitely think this set's going to put in a lot of work, and we definitely in the front office, and again, shout out to the boys in the front office for helping me with these teams week in and week out. These guys just come to the table and are always willing to help, so thank you again, guys. We have Fame Monster, the Blacephalon, making its debut with the Beast Boost ability, Fiery MZ. Flame Charge, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, and Mind Blown are the 4 attacks we're bringing this week with 20 in HP, 236 special attack, 252 in speed with a timid nature. The 20 in HP, there was some calc. And I think it had to do with Cresselia. 20 in HP allows us to live, I think, 2 Shadow Balls from Cresselia. Maybe it was just 1 Shadow Ball after Rocks, I think it was. From Uninvested Cresselia. 236 special attack and 252 in speed, max speed. The idea here is that we click Flame Charge, nuke something with Fiery MZ, Mind Blown, and then just start sweeping. Because Scarf Cobalion and Scarf Dodrio are the only Pokemon that can revenge this. Scarf Superior, yeah, but if he's Scarf Superior with HP Rock, Scarf Superior with Leaf Storm, Scarf Jolteon with Shadow Ball, like that's probably the only thing I could see coming in. Scarf Victini doesn't, you know, we don't outspeed that, so I could say something like an Assault Vest Victini coming in for sure, but the idea is to Flame Charge on switch to get to +1 speed, and then nuking something with a Fiery MZ Mind Blown, and then Flamethrower and Shadow Ball to start picking up KOs afterwards, which is really, really nice. I don't really have too much to say here on this one. I mean, after a Booster 2, Shadow Ball does a number 2 Altaria, to Araquanid, Flamethrower to Cobalion, Shadow Ball to Cresselia, Flamethrower to Dodrio, Flamethrower to Drapion, Flamethrower to Jolteon, Flamethrower to Komala, Shadow Ball to Sandslash, Flamethrower to Superior, Shadow Ball to Victini. So it pretty much like it's a very straightforward set this week. We go for a Flame Charge, we get +1 in speed with Flame Charge just to outspeed the rest of his team, again outside of Scarf Dodrio, Cobalion, and Superior, and we just start going from there. The next Pokemon we have on the team is Choice Scarf Diggersby. Roger the Diggersby coming with the huge power. The 4 moves we're rocking this week are Spikes, U-Turn, Earthquake, and Return with 68 in HP, 252 attack, 188 in speed with a Jolly Nature. The 188 in speed with the Jolly Nature is to outspeed the gosh diggity darn. I think that was everything on this team. I think I was just to outpace Jolteon, if I'm not mistaken. I think I was to outpace Jolteon. Just double check that one moment. Almost positive that was to outpace Jolteon. 134. Yep, outpace one. So with the Scarf, we hit 201. Jolteon hits 200, level 50. So the rest of that in attack just to absolutely run shop and 68 in HP. Didn't really run too many calcs as far as like living certain moves from this thing goes, but really, really like this set this week. Spikes are really nice with the Blacephalon being able to put in a lot of work. Blacephalon, obviously the Pokemon that are immune to spikes on his team don't appreciate Shadow Balls and Flamethrowers. So spikes kind of help wear down things like the Araquanid, like the Mega Altaria, like the Komala, the Superior, the Sandslash. U-turn for switch momentum, and then Dual Stab just hits his team absolutely hard. Return hits the Mega Altaria, the Araquanid, Earthquake hits Cobalion, Return hits Dodrio, Return hits Cresselia, Earthquake hits Drapion, Jolteon, Komala, Sandslash, Return hits Superior, and Earthquake hits Victini. Again, this is a very straightforward set, I feel, but I feel like it does get the job done as far as hazard stacking for us. The next Pokemon we have on the team is Toof, the Mega Mawile. Mega Mawile is rocking the Intimidate into the huge power ability, the holding the Mawile. And the 4 moves we are bringing this week are Taunt, Play Rough, Crunch, and Toxic. We have 236 HP, 36 special defense, and 236 in speed with a Jolly Nature. Now, this is a very interesting set, and I really, really am a fan of the set because it showcases off something that Mega Mawile can do outside of being an absolute powerhouse physically, which is also using its natural typing and the bulk that those stats provide to be able to just kind of make it a bit more of a supportive role this week. It still does hit pretty hard. I mean, it's still got 105 base attack with the huge power. So, or yeah, 105. This Pokemon is our Cresselia answer. Cresselia, Subcall Mine Cresselia does have a chance to run our team a little bit this week. So this comes in, this outspeeds very minute speed invested Cresselia, if I'm not mistaken. And then the 236 in HP and the 36 in special defense allow us to take HP fire or HP ground from Cresselia just a little bit better. Excuse me. Crunch obviously breaks the sub as opposed to knockoff. It's doing more damage. Toxic and taunt to keep it from doing those things and to wear it down. And then Play Rough just hits everything else pretty nicely. I don't have anything else to really say about Mega Mawile. Taunting is really nice this week. I really like it to prevent setup from mons like Cobalion on a switch, from mons like Cresselia from setting up, from Sandslash for going for rocks, Mega Altaria as well, things like that. So the next Pokemon we have on the team, we have a little bit more of a defensive backbone now. We have Gligar coming this week. We've got Nightwing, Darkwing. What do I call it anymore? What do I call this thing anymore? Nightwing the Gligar. There we go. Nightwing the Gligar is coming in with the immunity ability preventing that poison. We have the Eviolite boosting our defense and special defense. The 4 moves we are bringing are U-Turn, Roost, Defog, and Earthquake. 244 HP, 76 in defense, 132 in defense. I'm sorry, 244 in HP, 76 in attack, 132 EVs in defense, 52 EVs in special defense, and 4 EVs in speed with an Impish nature, boosting our defense, decreasing our special attack. U-Turn is very nice for pivot momentum. Roost gives us reliable recovery, a little bit more longevity. Defog is nice. I know we're trying to hazard stack, and we're looking into a spinner right now in free agency, but we'll see how it goes. I just hit my microphone. I'm so sorry if that made a noise in post. And then Earthquake hits everything except for Cresselia and Dodrio. So the idea behind this set is that it does take a lot of hits physically because of its natural typing. Mons like Cobalion, Mons like Komala, Drapion, they can't really do too much. Just same thing with Dodrio. So it allows us free momentum, free recovery, things like that. The 244 HP, the 52 EVs in special defense, and the Eviolite do allow us to take an HP Ice from Choice Specs Jolteon once. So that is something to keep in mind. We do need to be at full in order to do that, and then the 4 EVs in speed, just again, didn't want EVs to go to waste if he's speed creeping uninvested. Gligar, we just have 1 extra on there, so nothing too crazy there. The next and last Pokemon on the team is going to be our Tangrowth. Vegistraws the Tangrowth, rocking that Regenerator ability. The Assault Vest, we got 2 Assault Vest users this week, and I really feel like it's going to pay off. We have Sludge Bomb, Earthquake, Knockoff, and Giga Drain as our 4 moves. 236 EVs in HP, 4 EVs in attack, 52 EVs in defense, 4 EVs in special attack, and 212 EVs in special defense with a Brave nature. So we take a lot of hits. We've got to be careful of Mega Altaria if it is a special set being able to set up. We have a Regirock, and if it is a physical set trying to set up, we have Gligar and Tangrowth here to assist. The Sludge Bomb does tremendous damage to the Mega Altaria and to the Superior. The Earthquake does tremendous damage to Cobalion and to Jolteon as well. Knockoff is really nice for removing items, as well as doing good damage to the Victini on top of Earthquake as well. And the Giga Drain is nice because it is our form of stab, and it is another form of recovery outside of our own Regenerator ability. We do take physical hits from the Cobalion. We take hits on all sides, which is really nice about this set. I do really like Tangrowth. I really think Tangrowth is a good form of a good mold to the team almost every week, simply because of the fact that you can build this thing however you want to with its stats. You don't have to worry about putting like Synthesis or something on there for recovery because of the Regenerator ability. I really do think that it does serve as a great pivot this week, especially into Superior. That's another Pokemon I am worried about this week is Superior. Getting a booster to just absolutely naturally outspeeds most of the team. So just with the right opportunity, Superior does have the opportunity to set up. So I think something like Assault Vest Tangrowth was absolutely necessary this week just for the Superior. So that is our team going into week 2 of the Pokemon Global League. Guys, definitely go check out Rewt's channel. The link to his channel will be in the description of this video, as well as the link to last week's battle in case you guys missed that. Definitely go check that out. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have, feel free to leave a like. If you're new, feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. All that being said, guys, thank you for watching. I'd like to remind you to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang. I'm going to talk to you all soon. Later.